Hello everyone, welcome to the Witching Hour. Today I'll be doing a quick review and recap of The Witcher Episode 4. Here's your spoiler warning. If you haven't watched this episode, you should watch it before watching this video. Let's get started. As far as my review, I really enjoyed the story, but I'm not really happy with one of the changes they made to the short story A Question of Price. The main thing that I'm upset about is they didn't include the fact that Geralt in the books was a child surprise, and that's how he became a Witcher. I would still give this episode an 8 out of 10 though. Jaskier in this episode had redeemed himself in my eyes. The relationship between him and Geralt feels more real like it was in the books. That being said, in the books, Jaskier wasn't even in A Question of Price, and I'm not sure he was needed, but compared to the first two episodes, I still think they did a really good job telling this story. Now on to a short recap. Ciri enters Brokenland Forest and meets the Dryads. They are a group of women that I would compare to the Amazonians. They don't really care too much for men and seem to be happy just using them for breeding purposes. They are very suspicious of anyone that comes into the forest. And when Dara and Ciri arrive, they cautiously take them to their leader. She makes them both drink from the waters of Brokenland Forest. This is done to establish whether a person is coming with good intentions or not. Dara does it and passes the test without any problem, but when Ciri does it, it has no effect on her at all. The leader then tells her she will have to drink directly from the source. It works this time, and she sees a vision of herself in a desert with only one magical tree that asks her, "What are you, child?" Also during this episode, the Nilfgaard has figured out where to find Ciri with the help of a few mages, to include Fringilla. Meanwhile, in Geralt's timeline, he and Jaskier go to Cintra for Pavetta's betrothal banquet. Jaskier is there to sing, and he takes Geralt as protection from all the noblemen that think, rightfully so, that Jaskier has been screwing their wives and daughters. The queen is bantering back and forth with Geralt when a stranger arrives. He has his helmet on until Ace knocks it off, and then everybody recoils when they see a hedgehog-looking creature. He is there to claim Pavetta by the law of surprise. Basically, it works like this. If I'm driving down the road and get a flat and someone stops to help me, and I have nothing to give them, then I can offer them the law of surprise. Which means if I go home and there's a puppy on my doorstep, it's theirs. In Pavetta's case, her father almost died and Dooney helped him. So the king offered the law of surprise. It just so happened that when he got home, he found out Queen Calanthe was pregnant. So according to the law, she would be the child's surprise, which entitles him to have her. This law has everything to do with destiny, because if I try and screw you over and keep my new puppy, then destiny will make sure that I eventually give up the puppy or I'll have hell to pay. Here's the thing. As I said before in the short story, they make a point of telling us that Geralt was a child surprise and that's how he became a Witcher. Queen Calanthe tries to get Geralt to kill Dooney, but he refuses because he isn't a monster. He was just cursed and he's only asking for what's rightfully his. She orders everyone to kill both Dooney and Geralt. Even Ace joins in against her because he fears what will happen if they do not follow the law of surprise. Finally, the queen breaks up the fighting and acts as though she will accept Pavetta and Dooney being together. But she is lying and tries to kill Dooney. Pavetta freaks the hell out and screams bloody murder, causing chaos. It throws everyone across the room, shit's flying everywhere. Her and Dooney are together in the center and start floating above everyone. Eventually, Mousesack and Geralt are able to stop her. Nobody knew that she had these powers that were inherited from her grandmother. Queen Calanthe finally realizes she has no choice and she joins them in marriage. When they kiss, something strange happens and his curse ends up broken, and he takes human form in front of everyone. Before Geralt leaves, Dooney tells him that he needs to give him something for saving his life. Geralt tries to dismiss him, but to shut him up, he nonchalantly tells him that he will also accept the law of surprise. Pavetta then starts throwing up, and it's obvious to everyone that she is already expecting a baby. Now let's go back to Yennefer's timeline. She is traveling with Queen Khaleesi when their carriage is attacked by an assassin sent by her husband because she has not produced a male heir. Yennefer portals them from one location to another to escape the assassin. Finally, Yennefer basically says screw this when the queen starts being a bitch to her, so she leaves the mother and baby to their own devices. I guess her conscience gets the best of her because she goes back, but the queen is already dead. She portals the baby to a beach somewhere, but when they arrive, she realizes the baby is dead. She tries to revive the baby, but can't. She gets very upset and sits talking to this dead baby for quite some time, and eventually buries her in the sand. This episode's quite good. I may not have agreed with all their creative ideas, but that's life. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and share my video. Have a great day. Bye, guys.